I am not good at noticing when I'm happy, except in retrospect. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. You never fail until you stop trying. Truth is neither objectivity nor the balanced view. Truth is a selfless subjectivity. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. No crime is a means to an end. No crime can be rationalized. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. Irrational expectations are at the root of most human suffering. You have two choices: evolve or repeat. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. If you're treated like a puppet, find a new ball of string. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. At the heart of nature's mystery lies another mystery. The terrible thing about the quest for truth is that you find it. Man in general, if reduced to himself, is too wicked to be free. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Enchantment lies in everyday moments if you are observant. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. What is essential in war is victory, not prolonged operations. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Therefore, the good fighter will be terrible in his onset and prompt in his decision. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Bloom as if you want to make the whole world beautiful. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. If you want to dine with perfection, you must toil with imperfection. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. It isn't where you came from. It's where you're going that counts. Have faith. Have faith. When you have nothing else, have faith. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Don't set your goals by what other people deem important. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. You are in charge of your own happiness. You don't need to wait for other people's permission to be happy. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. He who pursues fame at the risk of losing his self is not a scholar. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. If fate doesn't make you laugh, you just don't get the joke. Do not use life to give life to death. Do not use death to bring death to life. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. That knowledge which stops at what it does not know is the highest knowledge. I can't feel my tongue, but I know it's there because I'm talking. One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. Even though the ship may go down, the journey goes on. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. You fall because you are human, and rise because you are divine. The way is to man, as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. If you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. The serpent, if it wants to become the dragon, must eat itself. We are good to others only because we think that that is or will be good for us. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. Settle one difficulty and you keep 100 away.